So, welcome to part 2 of my homemade Chelsea buns. And as you can see, I've got one of these Ziploc bags. And into that, I'm going to weigh, if I can open it, 5 ounces of dried mixed fruit. And you'll see in a minute why I'm putting it in the bag. It's a little bit much. Take some of that out. Oh, that's way too much actually. Bit heavy handed there today. Oh, what's going on there? Right, there we go. So that's 5 ounces of the fruit. And we add to that 3 ounces of soft brown sugar, nearly there. Oh, just starting to go down, so we put a little bit more in, and there we go. So that's 5 ounces of mixed fruit, 3 ounces of soft brown sugar, and the last thing to be added to it, 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. That's 1, and that's 2. Now this is the mix that's going to be inside our Chelsea buns. So we just do the Ziploc up, and quite simply mix it all together. No fuss, no bother, and it's all contained in the Ziploc bag. And as you can see, it's all mixed together nicely as a mix to put in our Chelsea buns. Okay, time to construct the Chelsea buns. So again, we have margarine in a ramekin. Should be unsalted butter, but we don't have any. So we're just going to melt that down for 30 seconds. Hopefully 30 seconds should be more than enough. As you can see, the dough is now doubled in size in the bowl, so that's ready to use. And we have nice, if you can see it, liquid margarine now. That's exactly what we need. So, let's construct these Chelsea buns. So, a little bit of flour on the work surface. Let's grab our dough. Very nice. And what we're going to do now is we are just going to roll this out into a rectangle. You may think, that's a bit strange, rolling dough. But no, this is exactly how you make Chelsea buns. Make sure there's enough flour under it because we don't want it to stick to the bench and ruin all our good work. So, plenty of flour under that. The flour on top. And we've got a nice rectangle to work with. It has some nice dough, it's actually moving as you're using it there. So there we go, there's our rectangle ready to work with. So first of all, let's cover it with butter, margarine, sorry, which should have been butter, but it's margarine. So we just put this all over, like so. Oh, I can taste these already and I haven't made them yet. Okay, so that's pretty much covered our dough with butter. And next we are back to our bag of mix of fruit, sugar and the spice. So we basically put all that on there and spread it out like so. Yeah, you can see it now actually taking shape and starting to look like Chelsea buns. But what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to put a little bit more fruit in the middle. Doesn't really matter how much fruit you've got, but there's a little bit more fruit in the middle. So there we are, we've done that bit. So what we need to do next is roll it up. So if you can see this far edge here, if you just fold it over like so, okay, and then we're going to roll it, but we're going to pull it and roll it at the same time. So that's pulling it and rolling it at the same time. And this is making sure that it stays nice and tight. Put it in there. And we're just making a nice roll, but we are pulling it tight and rolling it so that when we have our Chelsea buns, they are not going to just split open. There you go. Nice and same thing all the way along. Pulling it not too tight, just pull it along a little bit so that it's just making the roll nice and tight. Any fruit that's falling out, you can chuck it back in. And we're almost getting to the end now of rolling it. And you can see it's like just like a bit of a sausage now. So we can move it up here, level it out, just level it out like that so that it's more or less the same thickness all along, and it keeps our Chelsea buns nice and uniformed. So that's all rolled and stuck. Now if you don't have a metal scotch like this is from my baking days, you can just use a plastic scraper, you can use a knife, anything. So all we're going to do is just chop the bits off. So chop the end off and then just use one to measure it. This way you pretty much get them not far off the same size. And by the way, I'm not damaging the worktop, just in case Mrs. T is watching this. So, take the end off. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We've got 12 lovely Chelsea buns there. As you can see, nice and rolled. Okay, put those there. Got a tray here, which is just slightly greased. So all I'm going to do is put them next to each other and pat them down. As you can see, they're starting to look now like Chelsea buns. Oh, yummy. And you can even put little offcuts on the end. There we go. Lovely Chelsea buns. So all we're going to do now is cover them over and give them time to prove before we put them in the oven. Right, this bit is very important, and this is going to be the glaze for the Chelsea buns. So what we want is 1, 2, well, let's just say 3 spoonfuls of milk, tablespoons, large spoons, and we want 2 large spoons full of sugar. Now I'm not going to stir this with a metal spoon, because if Mrs. T sees that, I'm going to get in the neck. So what can I find? A nice little plastic spoon. Mrs. T, plastic. So what we're going to do is we're going to warm this up first and bring it to the boil. So this is just going to make an amazing glaze for the top of the Chelsea buns when they come out. And like I said, it's just simply sugar and milk. I can't remember if I put vanilla in it the last time I did it. Maybe I did. And I'm just literally putting a drop or 2 of vanilla into it. I think that'll just make a little difference to it. Oh wow, that smells delicious. So as you can see now, it has reached boiling point. So we are going to turn this right down and just let it simmer for a few minutes. And that is going to be lovely glaze to wash the Chelsea buns with when they come out. Oh, that makes such a difference. Okay, so that's the glaze done. Okay then, so the glaze is made. The Chelsea buns have proved back up. That was about half hour. As you can see, they've puffed up nicely. You've got to let them prove once you've shaped them, because otherwise they're not going to cook very well. So there they are, and it's time to put them in the oven. One more little Keith tip, and that is, this is the wire rack I'm going to put them on and glaze them. So I just put a couple of pieces of kitchen roll underneath. It'll catch all the glaze that doesn't go on the buns or drips off the buns, and keep the work area nice and tidy. So there we are, fresh out of the oven, and time to put the glaze on. Oh my gosh, look at these. Try and spread the glaze out so you get it on all of them. Yeah, it's just about leveling out, a little bit extra on the first round, and you do this when the buns are straight out of the oven, and this glaze will dry onto the buns then. So glaze on all the buns and sprinkle with a bit of sugar. And then what you can do is, when they've cooled down, you can put a little more sugar on them if you like, because obviously with the glaze on, this sugar will soak in a little bit. There we go. 12 Chelsea buns. Oh yes. And a little bit for the cook. Yum yum. Just a little close up of tonight's hard work. Wasn't hard work really, but it's going to be so enjoyable with a cup of tea later. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed it, like and share, and I'll do some more. Thank you.